Traders, what is going on, guys? If you were in pre-market this morning, hope you nailed some of these plays that we traded. Today ended up being a solid day for me. I actually traded 4 tickers. The 4 are right here: ALLO, AGFS, SPG, APT. Always save my trades just so that I can review them. Today was a solid day. 4 for 4 on those 4 trades. Now, 2 of them we went over in pre-market, and I want to go over them again for those who did not make it this morning. So let's go ahead and break down these stocks for you guys. Let's get straight into the video. The first trade I took was ALLO. Now, this one we were going over in pre-market. It's a really thin name. So not a lot of volume here. Actually did nearly, got it from about 45 bucks down to nearly 44. So not a bad trade here. Here's actually my trade. I'll go ahead and pull that up for you guys. ALLO, shorted right here into this pop at the start of the day. Got it at 45. Took it right a little over 44. Nearly a point on ALLO. Why did I trade this one? Let's go over it. And there's still a play here. It's not done yet. Now, why did I trade ALLO? This is one of the high probability setups I like to trade. And if you were in the stream this morning, I go over these high probability setups. You know, they're not going to work 100% of the time. We go over that every single day. But if a pocket pair aces presents itself, I'm at the poker table, I'm going to play that hand every single time. Now, I'm not necessarily going to go all into that play, but I'm going to trade the hand with proper risk management, with proper discipline, and predefining that risk on the trade. Now, ALLO, this one, the first thing I note, taking a look at the past chart history, always looking left of the chart, traders, is what? We have this huge green candlestick on the volume. Volume is what I look for. There's many variables I look for on a stock. One of them is volume. Now, we take a look left of the chart and we take a look at these days. What does it do when it gets big green candlesticks on the intraday? It has a couple upper shadows, and then, you know, that's a sign of what? Selling pressure. Selling pressure coming into this stock, and we start selling on off. So we're getting overbought on ALLO as well. We have abnormal volume coming into the stock. What does abnormal volume mean? Well, it means what? It's providing us with abnormal opportunity. What are we paid for as traders? We're not paid for our time. We're paid for the opportunity that the market presents. When a stock is either overbought, oversold, that's providing us with opportunity. Now, when stocks flatline, they go sideways, no opportunity. But we're able to play this either long or short side as long as, you know, it's providing us these overbought, oversold conditions. Now, with this volume coming into it, this means there's a lot of euphoria traders coming into this, buying the stock on up. A lot of people saying, oh, the stock's going up forever. Now, that's when I look to short it. There's many variables I'll look for. Take a look at the volume. Take a look at these candles relative to a normal trading day. What does a normal trading day look like? Not look like this. So what are we seeing then with that being said? I'm looking at a good short here. With some of those key variables lining up, we got 46.22 on Friday held up as resistance. Couldn't retest that today. Now it could get up to it today. I shorted this pop out of the gate, looking risking off 46.22 with over under in mind. Is it going to break and hold that level, or is it just going to turn into a fake out breakout? We didn't quite reach it. It just tapped these areas, which turned into resistance. And so we saw a little bit of a sell-off. Another key variable I look for is for a stock to get a ramp into the close and for there to be little to no pre-market or after-hours volume. Now, when we get a ramp into the close, like we did Friday, look at this volume that came into it. It was kind of dead throughout the day, lunch trading, afternoon. Then towards the close, we saw this ramp popping up from 44.50 up to 46 bucks. And these guys are going to look for what? They're going to look for a little bit of a gap up in after hours and pre-market. When they don't get it, we're going to start seeing some of that selling pressure. So there's usually one of 3 scenarios that happen here on stocks like this, ALLO. We either get a little pop and drop out of the gates. We get a little sell-off right away because those guys who didn't get their gap up, they're looking just to take profit, sell their position. Then we start looking, sideways like this. And usually one of 3 scenarios there on these high probability overbought plays. Now, what's the other stock I traded this morning? Right after ALLO, AGFS popped up on the scanners. This one provided us with what? It's kind of similar to an overbought daily chart, but it's kind of on the intraday. Now, when you look at a stock like this, I'm immediately looking to pretty much take advantage of these emotions, and that's what I did here. Shorted it right into this pop to 420. 420, the 20 is usually a magic number. Oftentimes, these will break those whole dollars, which are natural levels of resistance and support. Why are they natural? Just psychology, and they're easy to punch into your orders. So those whole numbers are resistance areas, but market makers normally break through those levels, and we do see the 20s hit a lot. That's what we saw here. Upper shadow towards 420, ended up shorting that, covering into that flush, down to, what did I get it at? Nearly got a point on that one. I'm $4 down to like 330, and took most of that right there. So AGFS, that one worked out very well as well. That one popped up on the scanners, the intraday intensity scanners I use every single day. If you guys want those, 30% off in the description below. Now, after AGFS, I took SPG. This was another scanner play. There were several scanner plays and several off of our pre-market analysis that I took this morning. I'm always doing pre-market analysis in the morning, and then intraday, when intraday hits, taking a look at the scans as well. And I may be in a few trades from pre-market analysis, as well as taking some trades that pop up intraday. SPG popped up as well, providing us with a nice little overbought opportunity here. Euphoria, tons of volume coming into it, short up into this. And where did I take it at? I took this quick. A little premature here. But pretty much essentially what I was doing here, and this is a strategy you can play very well for new traders out there that are having a hard time with risk management. This is what I did here. I missed, this short up here at 57.71 to this wash here down to about, it dropped nearly a point. But when this thing got a little bounce off of VWAP and rebounded right here, this is where I took that short. And this is a good trade. This is good trade risk management for new traders. If you want to do something like this, you trade that rebound, and then you just risk high day. It's easy. It's an easy visualization if you're not good at maintaining proper discipline and risk management on a trade. So that is exactly what I did. This thing popped up towards 57.30, and I looked to short into that and build a position up against the high days, 57.71, over under on that. I didn't hold very long. It did sell off very quick right after I got into it, so I just looked to take some profits and move on to the next one. Now, the next one I took was APT. APT we went over from pre-market as well. Now, this one I was looking for a short. I missed this. It wasn't necessarily a revenge trade on APT, but I did buy this under 13 and sold it up towards 13.60. Now, why is that? APT, we're going over this stock for a bear flag. APT on the daily has a nice bear flag on it. This is what we've been looking at for a while. APT, look at the chart here. Taking a look left of the chart. Clear resistance up towards 1650. We're making higher lows, so this can be deceptive. A lot of longs can look at this and say, wow, this looks like a nice ascending triangle pattern. It's making higher lows. Maybe this third test, it'll break out, and it might. But this is a bear flag, and why is that? It's because of this big move here up towards 42. When a stock makes such a huge move like that, and it's very recent, you're naturally going to have a lot of resistance on it because we have a ton of baggies. I call them baggies. A lot of guys who are trading this, maybe looking for an intraday trade, small window of opportunity up in here from 17 to 42, this huge move where we have a lot of longs underwater, and they actually turn into long-term investors. So they're still holding. They're holding and hoping at the moment, and they're looking to get out, break even. You guys, we've all been there before. We're looking to break even on a trade if we're under it. So that's going to be a lot of natural resistance there. Now this is back down to this trend. I was looking for a short out of the gates this morning, but I was focused on all those other stocks I was trading. So it's right down to this trend line. And that's where I just scooped it on up, thinking, okay, we had a very fast move down to it. The faster the move is, the weaker the trend is normally. And so I looked to, scoop it up a little bit. Now, I don't know if it's going to hold. I don't know if it's going to, end up coming up, breaking out. I do like the pattern. When a stock makes a move like that, very recent, it's very hard to get back up to those levels. So I do think the stock will eventually fail, but there was a little opportunity right there, so I had to take it. The stock I missed today, which would have made me 5 out of 5 on the day, was UNFI. We did go over this morning as well. UNFI, I was looking for a little pop out of the gate, testing, Friday's high, risking off of that. Pretty much what I was looking at on UNFI was the daily. I like the daily. We did have a nice down. This is an ascending triangle breakout. And why is it? Because it didn't have a huge move recently, so it doesn't have already a ton of longs underwater. May in fact have some shorts underwater. So that's the third test here, breakout. Nice ascending triangle breakout pattern on this. Now what was I looking at? It had a big red day, and it tried to rebound and got rejected hard up towards 20. And we see this long upper shadow. That's what that means. Got rejected very hard. So what I was looking at was a little pop out the gate back up towards Friday's high for another rejection, in which it did. I just missed it. So we went over this. Hopefully some of you guys got it. There were a lot of good plays today. Not bad at all. Very happy with today. And we will move on to tomorrow. Finish the day up right before 10 o'clock. It's already 10:15 right now. That's it. So not a bad day. Let me know how you guys did in the comment section below. Traders, hit that like button for me. Hit the subscribe button. We will see you all next time.